NSC in the place to be. NSC.
Hi guys and welcome at my channel. It's me, your Ultra NSC, in the place to be. Yeah, I hope you had a nice time. I have now here just a great video for you guys. I will now just explain some people's what is the difference about the PS4, the older model, and the PS4 newer model. So a lot of people has asked me if they should buy a PS4 or not. And the peoples that has asked me that, I have always tell them, just wait for the newer version, we can say for the newer revision. Finally, we got here now a newer PlayStation 4 model. It's called, the model number is the CUH-1200. And Sony is telling you guys that the newer models are running, we can say, cooler, and they have not so much, we can say, RAM chips or memory chips as the older one. Okay, the older PlayStation 4 has, we can say, 16 RAM chips. The RAM chips are this black chips here, like you can see around the CPU and GPU. The PS4 has the GPU including, we can say, in the CPU. So the CPU and GPU is just now one chip. You will not have, we can say, two chips like on the PS3 edition. The other thing is also that Sony says the memory chips doesn't need so much power as the older ones. And like I told, you don't have now 16 memory chips, because you got here, we can say, on the top you got 8 of memory, 8 memory chips, and on the back, like on the right side here, you got on the older versions also, we can say, 8 RAM chips. So the newer PlayStation model CUH-1200 has just 8 memory chips, and they are not running also on I think 105 volts. They just need now 103 volts or something like that. The other thing is also that Sony says the newer model is running way quieter. So, and we got now the next problem here. The newer model CUH-1200 runs, we can say, yeah, quieter. That's a big problem, because if a PlayStation or if a console runs quiet or too low, the fan speed, you know, then it gets automatically hotter. So otherwise, they tell you that the RAM chips, we can say the memory chips, are not using so much power now. But at last, we can say the PlayStation, the new model, gets, we can say, a bit hotter as the older model, because they tell you guys the new model is so new and so quiet and so hot. So sorry, I don't know, but if you still ask me if you should buy now the newest PS4 model, I still need to say no. And if I say yes, you can buy it, then you need to know that you should really make some holes on your PlayStation 4 case, just like I have already done a lot times on my PlayStation 3 editions. I got somewhere here where it was here something on German, so that I cannot forget what I wanted to tell you. So yeah, the most you can find also yourself on Google, and we can say, yeah, I have told you the most important things now, and yeah, they tell you that the PlayStation, the new model, is really a bit quieter, so low noise, and yeah, they have, we can say, they don't use so much energy, and I think the older model was about 150 watts, yeah, we can say, in load while you was playing. and the newer model now just needs about 116 watts while you are playing. But yeah, I have already found a lot problems with the temperature, and this will be your next problem on the, we can say, newest model CUH-1200. I have heard something that it will come one, we can say, newer model as the CUH-1200, and they talk about that the PS4 Slim Edition. I don't know if this will be a Slim Edition, but I have heard from, we can say, undergrounder. Yeah, I have heard from a lot of connections that I got that it will come a PS4 Slim Edition, and this PS4 will have already a SSD hard disk, we can say. But yeah, SSD, we can say, is the faster hard disk. Yeah, and if that is really true, I would wait more time, because that's also the reason for me why I still have not buy me a PS4. I know the problems, and you guys, so yeah, we can say you guys should know the problems too. We can say the PS4 is not bad. Yeah, while it's running, you can be happy. And otherwise, if you have buy the PS4, just like I would do, if I would buy me a PS4, I would directly make some holes on the PS4 case. On the background, you have the fan, and this will help a lot to cool down your PlayStation 4. So at last, I don't know why, but it seems like Sony has still learned nothing about the cooling. And yeah, they have now here made some memory chips that are not using so much power, but at last they have make the new models, we can say, quieter, with a fan speed, low noise, and if you want really to, yeah, kill your PlayStation, then just disable the fan, and then you will see what it will happen. So yeah, I think I have nothing more to tell. Yeah, just said that they have not make some other stuff better, like the cooling. The cooling is one of the important thing on the PlayStations. Otherwise, you will have the next problem, and this will be the blue light of that, and not the yellow light of that, because the PS4 now has blue LEDs. So when the PS4 is getting overheating and you got some problems under the CPU or the GPU, then the PS4 will overheat and you will lose somewhere here the contact. So you will need to do again a reflow or reball or whatever. And that's why I tell you guys, if you buy you a PS4, then just take care and look that you have make some great coolings on your PS4. Otherwise, it will be soon game over for you. The Xbox One, yeah, I know a lot of people don't like it so much, but the Xbox One is really cooler as the PS4. I still need to say that I'm not a Xbox fan. I'm still, yeah, I'm still a fanboy from PlayStations, we can say. I have begun with the first PlayStations in my life, and I have done and mod, we can say, modding a lot of PlayStations. But the problem is really the yeah, we can say the Sony consoles, PlayStations are really running too hot, and the Xbox consoles are, we can say, the newer Xbox 360 and now the Xbox One consoles are really much cooler as some PlayStations. And that's why if you look to the cooling, and we can say for the lifetime, you should really go for the Xbox or for the Nintendo Wii U. Nintendo Wii U's are really very great too. They just don't get damaged, really not. You can use it day and night and it still runs like new. Okay guys, I have nothing more to tell you. This was just now a quick update from the PS4, and yeah, just that you guys know, the CUH-1200 models are, we can say, ones of the newest, and I am very sure that I think maybe in 3 or 4 months it will come again one newer and better version as this one. So, but for the people's, yeah, at last, I need to say the newer version is better because you have less memory chips, and they are not so, we can say, power hungry. And I think I have read it somewhere. The older memory chips needs about 105 volts, and I don't know where I have read this, and the newer chips just needs about 103 volts. So at last, yeah, it's not bad, but this is not the reason, and they will not fix the cooling with just this update, if you can understand what I mean. Okay guys, at last, yeah, if you go for the PlayStation, then you will really need to do some work yourself on the PlayStation itself, that it runs cooler. Otherwise, you will have not really a lot and a long time fun with it, because the PlayStations are really overheating. And that's the biggest problem in my eyes, if you ask me. Okay, guys, that was all from me. NSC in the place to be. And yeah, I will do some more videos in the future also, and I will keep you up to date, of course. I wish you the best also on my channel, and take care. Feel free to subscribe, and yeah, I wish you the best. NSC in the place to be. Bye bye.
NSC in the place to be. NSC